Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, Parshas Ki Tisa. But actually, I don't want to talk about this weekly Torah portion because there is an extremely sad event happened in this weekly Torah portion. It's a scene of a golden calf. But we have a week of Purim. Purim comes this week, the joyful holiday of Purim, when we must rejoice. If you can't rejoice, say L'chaim, eat something, maybe say a little more L'chaim. But every year I feel that we're missing something this holiday, and something is not complete. The story of Purim, it's more than relevant nowadays than ever, in every generation, because it says directly in the scroll of Esther that those days are happening and appear in every generation. And the system is very simple. We start to feel very comfortable in our exile. We forget that we are guests among other nations until we are in our own land, and then the new leaders come to our hosting country, and sometimes most likely in democratic way, and they start to remind us that we are just the guests. Either that's through the guest chambers or being proper Soviet citizens, either it's from the Inquisition or by being a part of the cultural society and part of the world. And they come and remind us that we just the Jews. Now, the question is why it's happening. It's happening in every generation, generation after generation. Why the same mechanism works again and again. There are a few phrases in a scroll of Esther that we give a special attention to. One of them, we have to read it in a special tune. It says, "Balayla ahuna dedashnat hamelech." And this night there was the king was sleepless. Now, obviously, we talk about King Ahasuerus, and you know the story. But the interesting fact about the scroll of Esther is that the name of God, actually there is no a single mentioning of God in the scroll of Esther. The Likutei Shimoni, one of the main midrashim on the Tanakh, explains that every time that we mention King Ahasuerus, we actually talk about the Persian emperor. But every time that we say just the king, we talk about Hashem. And this is why actually the whole scroll is arranged in a way that there are 26 columns, which is a numerical value of the God's name, and since the second column, every column begins with the word Melech. And then with this explanation, this phrase sounds completely different, because the sleepless king, it means that Hashem is sleepless. Now, first of all, the night and the sleep by Hashem, this what represent our exile. The God does not reveal himself to us when we are in exile, but when he is sleepless, when he cannot sleep even in exile, that means that there were people in every generation who sacrificed themselves, who went against the mainstream and woke up the king. Either it's Mordechai in Persia, either it's Don Isaac Abravanel in Spain, either it's Rabbi Rayatz in former Soviet Union. There are always those crazy people that will sacrifice themselves in order to save Jewish people. That was Mordechai did when he assembles the Jewish kids. He didn't bow to Aman when this self-sacrifice woke up the king. In the last year and a half, we are witnessing the self-sacrifice of many Jewish people. In the land of Israel, after October 7, many Jews were killed by their enemies that never hide that they wanted to kill the Jews. They were killed only because they are Jewish people. They woke up the king. They woke up Hashem in our generation. The question is, are we still sleeping? Are we ready to wake up? Good luck. Thank you. I see you next week.